Allah Imla, Alahai Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malakia, Bahashem, Harawat, Wakakurash, Barakathum, the Wada Baba Bar, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine, I say Shalom. They're going to get into a law they pass in 31 states, whereas you have to have your hand, your if you driving, you have to have your hand on the steering wheel, both hands at all times, even at stoplights. Now, we see what's going on. The thing is, Trump is so frustrated about not being able to provoke us, unable to get us to react, so he's just gonna fuck with everybody, which is his plan. So his plan is to pick fights, get the police, use the police to pick fights with people, and start shit with people to usher in martial law and blame you. See? Now, one thing I have realized, and I saw this in a quotation, and it made all the sense in the world to me. As far as the world, we don't have a race problem. We have a problem race. That race is the nation of Edom. Now, I'm sure if you take a global vote and ask the nations, who would they rather see gone? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Indians, or Edomites? I'm sure it would be unanimous because the world has figured out who the problem always has been, Esau. But don't worry, the Lord He gonna exterminate y'all asses accordingly after your 1,000 years of captivity. But first, let's get into this. Let's get into this video. I'm gonna show you these unrighteous decrees this man trying to push forward. Hold on, let me go back. Hold up, let's come back out of this. Let's go back into this. I want to make, okay, I made sure I want to check those squares. Let's go. The name of this video is Heads Up, New Touch Law in 31 States goes into effect June 5th, which is tomorrow. Hands on steering wheel at all times. Now, I'm gonna let this man explain it and you tell me how much sense this shit make. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
So I posted a video the other day about that new touch law and said that this is bad, that this is coming to more than just Pennsylvania, that once this happens, this is going to be hard to control, that this is absolutely going to be abused by the police. Well,
it is, because what they're doing, they're creating a huge gray area where the police, they just basically giving a license to lie as if they don't already have this license, but it's going to be your word against mine. You know what I'm saying? Now, I say this. Does this law apply to people that drive stick, manual transmissions? Does this apply when you have to take your hand off the steering wheel to hit the signal light to turn or change lanes? See, they don't care. They just want to find little fuckboy ways to fuck with you, because that's what fuckboys do. Let's go.
As of this morning, look what just came out. Hands off. 31 states where drivers face touch laws fined up to $450 if hands are in the wrong place, and it applies at red lights. So what this law is basically saying that is, if your hands aren't on the steering wheel at all times, the cop is going to be in the right to give you a ticket for a touch law, saying that you had the opportunity to be distracted because both hands, or however many hands, were not on that steering wheel. And it doesn't matter what you're going to be messing with inside of that car, whether you're driving or whether you're sitting still. If a cop sees you with your hands off of that steering wheel, he can write you a ticket for up to $450 for distracted driving.
Just get tint. Just get some tint. That's all you got to do. I mean, why the fuck you looking all up in my car anyway? You keep your eyes on the road and stay the fuck out of my car. See how Esau is? He just mischievous. He creates mischief by law. He wants all-out altercation between, and he gonna use the police to get it, to bring in conditions under martial law. This is order out of chaos. Another attempt at it, a sloppy attempt at it at that. So yeah, the world sees who the problem is. It's not the black and brown, it's the red ass Edomites.
Right there. Give me some light.
So you're gonna waste tax dollars paying the police to pull people over for changing their radio station, for adjusting their mirror, for adjusting their seats, for letting their window down, for letting their window up. You see how stupid as fuck these Edomites are? And it's all under the guise to fuck with you. Nothing good can come of this law because there's nothing offensive about it. But like we said, just because something is legal doesn't mean it's righteous. And another thing we always tell you, stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. They are creating little windows to fuck with people. That's all it is. Ain't nothing just about this. These just fuck boys in power.
Likes and comments. Have a great day, America.
Hands off. Driver's face touch law. No touching your cell phone while driving. Now, I got a problem with this. Because it says right here, 31 states where driver's face touch law fines of up to $450 if hands are in the wrong place, and it applies at red lights. And they just didn't finish the sentence. The states are Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia. Now let's talk about this. So let me get this right. My hands aren't at 10 and 2, and I drive a manual, and now all of a sudden I'm in trouble because my hands aren't at 10 and 2. And a lot of people like me are one-handed drivers. I always drive with one hand. Unless I'm on a bridge or in really tight traffic, I've got one hand on the wheel. My other one's on the, edge of my seat, sitting there on the armrest. I don't drive with two hands. How many people drive with two hands all the time? So now they can use that as a reason to pull you over and possibly ticket you for cell phone use without actually seeing you just because your hands are in a suspicious location. I would find that hard to prove. But then again, a lot of times you're guilty until proven innocent. And it's supposed to be the other way around, isn't it?
Esau just ass backwards as fuck. That's cool, though. That's cool. Let's come out of this.
Republican Senator Joni.
Yeah. So that's the latest fuckboy tactic they stooping to. A fuckboy is what a fuckboy does. Let's go to Book of Daniel. Chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Through his policy, unrighteous decrees. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Having you going to court paying this bullshit over some bullshit, wasting your time. Yeah. And he shall stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Now let's go to Isaiah. Chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they prescribe. That's an unrighteous decree. Like he said, that man drive a stick. So what you supposed to do if you're going to change lanes, or how you going to hit your turn signal? See what I'm saying? The fuck shit, they don't care. They just want a reason to fuck with you. Unfit to rule. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, he will deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17. He that is angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. Yep. Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And this is a wicked device. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 18. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Yeah, they gonna lie like hell. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7. The instruments also of the churl, which is a wicked person, are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Sirach chapter 27, verse 27. He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know when it cometh. It's going to fall back up on him, and the Lord going to get his ass for it. Psalm chapter 10, verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. This is mischief. It's looking for a way to fuck with people. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. That's why so-called black people say, you know what? Y'all go ahead. Because we want nothing to do with Edomites. Edomites are exhausting. You got Edomites that said Edomites are exhausting, and they are. With shit like this. Micah chapter 2. Let's get it. Verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. They just do it because they can. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil. The Lord got a cake baked for you, Edomites, in which ye shall not remove your necks. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 7, the robbery of the wicked shall destroy them because they refuse to do judgment, righteous judgment. Psalm chapter 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. That's why it says in Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy. Never think this man is for you. Don't ever think that. If you are Israelite, if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Native American. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believeth him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. 7 means completion. This man is completely abominable. Verse 26, whose hatred is covered by the sea, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Yeah, it's always covered by the sea because he ain't man enough to tell you how he feel. So he just gonna show you through his little fuckboy ways. We told y'all the Lord created the perfect fuck up, Esau, Edom. Psalm chapter 7, verse 14, behold, he travaileth with iniquity and have conceived mischief and have brought forth falsehood. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know what you doing. We told you was gonna do shit like this. Come on, man. Because we know what kind of fuck boy you are. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29, the people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. First, they telling you what you can and can't do in your house. Now they telling you what you can and can't do in your car. See, unfit the rule. Always in somebody else's business. Mind your own business. Why can't Edomites just mind their own business? Why are we living rent-free in your head? Not change the subject, but I just want to ask this. Why are we living rent-free in your head? And if we ain't shit, why are you always thinking about us, Esau? All you Edomites. Because you know who we are now, just like we know who we are. And we know what's about to happen to your ass. And you know what's about to happen to your ass because we told you what the Lord is about to do to your ass. And y'all doing this shit like the Lord is not going to give us a chance to get y'all back. I understand that's all you know. But obviously common sense is not in the building. So you're gonna be you. So you go ahead and do you. We gonna do us, and the Lord gonna do the Lord. And when the smoke clears, your ass gonna be in chains. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Psalm chapter 73, verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Everything ain't enough for these clowns. Sirach chapter 12, verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee every time. The rest of Esther chapter 13, verse 5. Seeing then we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men. Like we said, we don't have a race problem. We have a problem race. In opposition unto all men. Everybody hates your ass? Yeah. Differing in the strange manner of their laws. See? And evil affected to our state, working all the mischief they can, that our kingdom may not be firmly established. But it's out of your hands, baby. You ain't gotten any, you a tool in the box, baby. You're not the carpenter. The Lord is the carpenter. You just a tool. And you know you had 3 uses. Punish us, which is almost over. Destroy your own kingdom, which you are about to do, and rebuild ours for free over a period of 1,000 years. After that, the Lord is going to round up the whole nation of Edom and exterminate you. You're not the carpenter. You the biggest tool in the box, fool. But you think you hold some kind of power. Whatever. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is their counsel perish from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? The answer is yes. That's why don't nobody want to deal with Edomites no more. It's even some Edomites that don't want to deal with Edomites no more because you are a froward people. Froward means that you choose to be difficult to get along with. So people choose not to deal with you because it's your way or no way. Guess what then? There's no way. Yeah, the world is this has gotten real bold. Start telling Esau to fuck off. You and your bullshit, just fuck off. With people who do not know peace. They don't know. They were not given empathy. They were not given live and let live. No. Just destroy, destroy, destroy. Job chapter 15, verse 35. They conceive mischief of vain for vanity, and their belly prepare deceit. This is why the black and brown are backing off from Edomites. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. We can't kick it. Y'all too wicked, we too righteous. That's all it is. Oil and water does not mix, and the Lord did this on purpose. James 1 and 8, and a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's why it says, Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy. Because you don't know what he gonna do tomorrow. Because he don't know what he gonna do tomorrow. Unstable. This man is led by nothing but emotion, jealousy, envy, and hate. Those are his drivers. Psalm chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? Exactly. What is that mischief? He giving the police a huge ass gray area to fuck with you and start shit so the police can murder you. Now he's already in the process of giving police diplomatic immunity. He has already deleted the corrupt police database. So yeah, y'all be careful in these states that man named on that list. Get you some tent, do whatever you gotta do. Cause these police, they've been looking for a reason. Now the government is giving them more shit to fuck with you about. Psalm chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Exactly. Sirach chapter 14, verse 7. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly, and at the last he would declare his wickedness. This is wickedness. Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit, jail, prison. Looking for ways, how can we railroad them to jail or prison or the grave? Even better. This is how this man thinks. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Taking your life ain't enough. That's why he pickling body parts and shit. Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. That's not it. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So which one are we working with, a wise judge or unwise king? Unwise orange ass king. Childish as hell. So Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16, woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. See what else I got. See if I can find one. Clothes on. Psalm chapter 7, verse 4. Behold, he travaileth in iniquity and hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. That's why all these other nations backing off from the United States, because they perceive that this orange man does not have the lips of knowledge. We can't work with you, man. You're too stupid to work with. You pretend you stupid to the point where you just get on people's nerves. You acting too stupid to the point where you're unworkable. You cannot be worked with. That's why people don't answer your calls from other nations, because they don't want to be bothered with your goofy ass. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2, that's the spirit. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7, as for the scoundrel, his devices are evil. He plans wicked schemes, ruin the poor with lying words, even when the plea of the needy is right. Just unfit to rule as he want to be. Sirach chapter 14, verse 5, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? He shall not take pleasure in all his goods. This man shits on his own people all the time. So don't expect him to show you any love if you're an Israelite. Get a couple more and close. Let me get this one. Where is it? Psalm chapter 94, verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. That's when about 4, 5, you get pulled over there and 4, 5 more cop cars show up. Yeah. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 11, if they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. That's the police right there. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. Verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands to shed innocent blood. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Why? Because Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Psalm chapter 58, verse 2, yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Police, military, take your pick. Psalms chapter 58, where is it? I just seen it. Psalm chapter 58, verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's the lying-ass police right there in the nutshell. Not to mention the rest of the nation of Edom, which lying is their abomination of choice. They come out the womb lying. And you stupid as hell to think these cops won't lie on you. Cops lie on us all the time in the hood. We close on this one. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, making you go to court over this bullshit, paying $450. That's riches gotten by deceit. Unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's how they got this kingdom. That's how they gonna lose it, by being goofy. Call Halayim La Lahayinawa Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach Wa Malakia by Hashem Harawat Wakagodash Baraka Thumb the Water Bible Ball Wa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.